Hi there, it's Mayanne from Wellness with Mayanne. What I wanted to share with you today are tips to make weeknight meals easier and healthier, because I know how difficult it can be to make both healthy and delicious meals after working all day. And I know what it's like to fight against the temptation to throw a box of frozen pizza in the oven with a pre-bought container of macaroni salad on the side. But that's why convenience foods are so popular, because they're convenient. They're easy when our lives are so busy. The problem is, the main purpose of convenience foods is just that, convenience, not nutrition. Convenience foods are highly processed, which means most of the good stuff is removed and cheap fillers and preservatives are added. The majority of the time, artificial flavors and colors are also added to make it look nice and taste good, not to mention the pile of sugar that is added to pretty much everything. These chemicals are really difficult on our digestive system and can wreak havoc on our bodies when they're used long term. A convenience meal here and there isn't going to hurt. One is just kind of a one-off type thing. But in the long run, relying on these types of foods too often will have a negative impact on our health and the health of our families. That being said, I also know that without proper planning, it's difficult to have consistent, delicious, healthy meals. Planning ahead is definitely the key here. I'm going to share with you some of my favorite tips that have saved me from takeout many times, and I would love to hear your tips too. Please share them in the comments below. Tip number 1, use your crock pot and find recipes that don't require any pre-cooking or major prep work. Pinterest can be your best friend for this. Prepare as much as you can the night before and throw everything into the crock pot. Store it in the fridge overnight. Then in the morning, put your slow cooker on and you'll come home to a delicious smelling house and a fresh cooked meal. And if you make extra, you'll have leftovers to either use for lunches the next day or to use for dinner another night that week. And I love leftovers for this reason. Tip number 2, prepare extra food on the weekends. Consider foods that can be combined into different meals throughout the week. Cook up some ground turkey or beef, roast a chicken, cook up some quinoa or brown rice. Preparing extra food ahead of time can make life easier because you just have to throw these pre-cooked foods into recipes for quick and healthy meals. Tip number 3, double or triple recipes. Remember when I said I love leftovers? This is my all-time favorite technique for saving time on busy nights. And it works great for things like chilies, casseroles, stews, pasta dishes, and soups. And if you don't want to have that meal again that week, you can place portions into containers for the freezer and pull them out on those nights that you don't feel like cooking. Having the leftovers in the right size containers means you can grab them to take with you for your lunch as well. Tip number 4, have breakfast for supper. Eggs are such a versatile food and can be used in any meal. I've served omelets for supper many times when I've been short on time. Just chop up some fresh veggies and add some feta or goat's cheese, maybe a little bit of salsa, and you've got a quick and healthy meal. Dinner doesn't have to be fancy to be healthy and delicious. And last tip for the day, cut your veggies up ahead of time and keep them in a sealed container in the fridge. That way, they're also available as a quick and healthy snack during the week. So those are 5 of my tips for making evening meals easier and healthier when life is busy enough. And you don't want to keep reaching for convenience foods that are void of the nutrition that you and your family need to stay healthy and strong. Please feel free to add any of your own personal favorite tips into the comments below so you can share them with the rest of us. As always, thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.